Well, I think first of all, if you look at the Nasdaq activity level in the US so far this year, we've had 165 IPOs. So 82% of all IPOs in the US have been on Nasdaq, which has been a fantastic year for us. 100 out of all the IPOs that have taken place on Nasdaq, it's 268. So 101 of these are SPACs. Just shows the incredible activity level that we're seeing in terms of leveraging the SPACs. Most of the SPAC activity today in Europe is taking place in the US. So on a weekly basis, we're talking to either sponsors or that are looking to raise or list SPACs and in the US. But we're also looking at European companies that are accessing the US markets via SPACs. And there's a number of them that are very public. Arrival is one of them. PaySafe it was announced the other day. Genius Sports, etc. So most of the activity from a Europe perspective in terms of SPACs is in the US right now. And we're having a lot of discussions with companies and sponsors leveraging the Nasdaq platform in that context. However, having said that, the European markets are looking actively to make sure that the SPAC offering is also relevant for the European markets. And we are doing the same here in Nasdaq Nordics, which we own and operate, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Helsinki, where we are rolling out our SPAC offering for beginning of next year. And I think there has been a SPAC offering in many of the European markets, but each market is looking at making sure that that is much more applicable in the same context as it has become in the US. So I will foresee, or rather I foresee that we will see more SPAC activity in Europe as well going into 2021.
Adam, looking at some of the specifics, some of the specific deals in focus, Airbnb, one of the most hotly anticipated Silicon Valley IPOs, is coming into focus, set to debut tomorrow. To what extent will the Airbnb IPO serve as an indicator of appetite for the travel industry, a test for how investors are thinking about this sector that's been ravaged by the pandemic?
Well, I think, first of all, we're ecstatic about receiving Airbnb, and it seems like the market is receiving them well. So this is a fantastic milestone for Airbnb, and we're proud to have them on Nasdaq. So I think it's also refreshing as an individual to see that companies such as Airbnb are able to come back to market. I think that shows that overall trends are moving in the right direction. We are going back to more and more normality, even though some signs are still concerning. So I think as we're moving closer and closer to an environment where we can travel through vaccination coming out and becoming more prevalent, I think hopefully we will be encouraging other sectors that have been hardly hit by the corona, and that will bring back society back to a level of normality that we're more used to.